ฮัลโหลครับอาจารย์
Morning
ครับผมอันนี้นอกเรื่องนิดหนึ่งครับอาจารย์พอดีว่าอาทิตย์ที่แล้วผมไม่ได้เข้าผมส่งจอีเมลไปในเมสเซจไปใน Microsoft Teams อะครับอาจารย์
เอ่อเมสเซจเรื่องอะไรบอกตอนนี้อีกทีหนึ่งได้ไหม
ผม
ครับ
ไปฉีดวัคซีนมาวันก่อ
อ๋อ
นหน้าอะครับแล้ว
ก็เอา
แล้วป่วยทั้งวันเลย
เอาใบที่ฉีดวัคซีนส่งเข้าอีเม
ที่
ลแค่นั้นครับผม
ได้ครับทีนี้คืออันเนี้ยไม่เป็นไรนะครับพอดีว่าใบวัคซีนที่ไปฉีดเป็นวัคซีนแบบล็อกไว้อะครับผมพอดีญาติผมเขารู้จักทางโรงบาลทีนี้เขาล็อกวันที่มันเลยเพี้ยนไปอะครับอาจารย์แต่ว่าถ้าอันนี้
จะมีไอ้
อาจารย์
นี่ว่าหมอพร้อมเปล่าที่มันวัน
ใช่
ฉีด
ครับในหมอ
ก็
พร้อมมันเป็นวันที่24กันยาครับแต่ว่าอันนี้ถ้าเกิดอาจารย์ไม่โอเคผมก็โอเคครับยอมขาดไม่เป็นไร
ไม่คือถ้าเราไปฉีดจริงอะผมจะโอเคแต่ผมอาจจะขอ
ใช่
แค่หลักฐานบางอย่างมีถ่ายรูปเปล่า
ผม
เซลฟี
มีครับมีวิดีโอถ่าย Story อยู่ว่าไปฉีดวัคซีน
อะไรอย่างงั้นก็ได้แล้วก็บวก
ได้ครับ
กับใบก็เขียนว่าเนี่ยมันไม่ตรงซึ่งผมก็ไม่ได้ติดใจแต่ว่าอยากได้อะไรว่าก็
ผม
ง่ายๆครับคือผมก็การว่าสมมุติเพื่อนคนหนึ่งวันเนี้ยไม่อยากเรียนหรือไปเที่ยวหัวหินถ้าพูดกันตรงๆนะเขาบอกว่า
ครับผม
ไปฉีดวัคซีนผมก็ไม่มีอะไรพรูฟถูกเปล่าผมแค่นั้นเอง
ใช่
ผม
ใช่ผมเข้าใจครับผมเข้าใจ
ได้แต่คือถ้าไปฉีดจริงผมก็อยากให้เพราะมันก็ไม่เมกเซนส์ที่ผมจะต้องเรียกว่าไปหาคุ
ได้
ณ
ครับผม
แค่นั้นเองครับผม
ได้เดี๋ยวผมส่งไปให้อีเมลแล้วกันนะครับผม
ได้
ไว้
เอ๊ะ
Story ที่ไปถ่ายไว้
ครับ
โอเค
อันนี้เข็ม
ครับผมอะไรนะครับผม
อันนี้ฉีดเข็ม1หรือเข็ม2ครับผม
เข็ม3ครับ
โอเคดีครับผม
ครับผมขอบคุณครั
ครับ
บ
อะไรอะสงสัย
ผม
ไฟ
อะไร
เซอร์
นะครับผมฉีด Astra ครับ
อ๋อโอ้โฮเราฉีดพิซซ่าแล้วเป็นไงside effect เป็นไงบ้าง
โอ้ร่วงทั้งวันอีกวันหนึ่งก็ยังร่วงอยู่อะอาจารย์จนถึงวันพฤหัสเย็นน่ะเพิ่งจะฟื้นน่ะครับ
อืมรัก
นอน
ษาสุข
กับกินยาอย่างเดียว
ภาพเรียกว่าอะไร
ครับผม
อายุเยอะ Astra ก็เนาะเราข่าวแล้วกันโอเค
ครับผม
ครับผมมาขอบคุณครับ
ได้ครับขอบคุณครับ
สวัสใครที่เข้ามาแล้วเดี๋ยวรอเพื่อนกันแป๊บหนึ่งเนาะขอบคุณที่มากันก่อนเวลาครับผม
อาจารย์ครับอีกรอบหนึ่งครับอีเมลอาจารย์ใช่ปิยะแล้วก็ te@gmail.com ใช่ไหมครับ
ถูกต้องครับผม
โอเคครับผมขอบคุณครับ
ครับ Okay, good morning. Okay, thank you for being on time here. Okay, and welcome to the class. Okay, after the midterm here, we actually gonna have a few things that we need to make to be the key point. Okay, so we need the assignment to be complete, and I'm gonna add more tasks that in your case that your project haven't done your website yet. I'm gonna asking you to create a website for that as well. Okay, and this is I'm gonna propose for the next week for what you need to do. Okay, so that's about the things. But another thing that we need to done in this subject for the after midterm exam is about to understand how the thing is working. Okay, and it depends on what your basic skill on the internet on the network is using. But again, in this subject, we assume that you probably haven't tried any of that yet. So yes, we gonna ground up. So if you know that some part already, that is great. So you can add up more detail for that. But if you don't, this is a good chance for you to try, okay, on your own for that. All right, again, before that, we're going to start the class. We're going to have the normal procedure as usual. We're going to have a class check. And for the class check, we're going to have the warm-up question as well. The warm-up question here today is asking about the command in the computer. Okay. It's about the trace route. Okay. What we call trace route somehow. Okay. Routing. Okay. What is a trace route? Trace route that what we're using. Okay, so yep, if you know that, this is great. But if you don't, okay, you need to probably to do some research on that. Okay, okay, I write that in the chat as well. Okay, there's a warm-up question. Trace route here. Okay, what is that? Okay, so yep, I'm gonna give you about 5 minutes before we're gonna have the class check. So yep, prepare yourself then.
Teacher, can we have card check questions again?
Okay, the question for the class check is trace route, and what is that? Explain in your word, okay? And I also type in the chat as well. Okay, prepare for the class check. All right, okay, morning everyone again. Okay, just in case that you just come, okay, I type in the warm-up question in the chat, okay, asking about the trace route, okay, and then explaining your word. What is that? Okay, so, okay, again, we're gonna do as usual, okay? So, let me prepare myself just a little bit. Okay, so once that I call your name, you need to turn on the camera, okay, and tell your ID, then the answer of today warm-up question. All right, okay, first people, again, as normal, okay, good morning, Jirawin.
Five, one, okay, five. The check route, students, who, and send something.
All right, your voice is quite shaky, but that's okay. I accept on that. Okay, next, Nandapat. Turn on your microphone, please.
Sorry. 591075C245. The answer is trace route is a network connection route that allow the user to know the total from the user machine to the server. In conclusion, that it is the let us know the path we go through until we reach the destination.
Okay, thank you. Next, Julaji.
Oh, 10750013. The trace route is like the program something. It's like the program that it's go until until reach the last one, and then it stop.
Okay, thank you. Next, Napasakon.
6010751094. A trace route is a network monitoring tool that can measure round trip time. And round trip time is the length of time that it takes a packet to reach its destination until it receives a response. And that to be used to check the delay value of each route. Okay.
Thank you. Thanapat here. Okay, Thanapat not here. Patarini.
6010. First route is data usage or function of material.
Okay, thank you. I'm not so sure. It's like the voice from my computer is quite shaky. Is that because of my internet or my computer? Okay, but not everybody that I heard that. But that's okay. Okay, I marked that all anyway. Okay, Wara what?
59106400175. Treasury is a command in the computer that used to check the connection of the internet connections to the server, and the result is shown in the IP address. Thank you.
Thank you. Gritty. Gritty not here. Oprit?
611075552. The answer, it is the path of network connection by display the amount of time in each round, which make the user know the route from their machine to the server, and it show in the form of IP number.
Okay, next Sasiwan.
61107555318. So traceroute is a tool or command for network analysis to track the path or route that IP network take from the source to its destination in real time.
Let's go on.
Yes, 61107555425. As far as I know, it's a computer command that used for checking the possible way to connect to the server.
Okay, but I cannot see your camera. Can you double check for that again? Okay.
Sorry, I don't have camera today. Is it okay?
Okay, I'm gonna mark no camera, but next time, please, just get it back. Thank you. Okay, next, Elwin.
Uh, 61107554441. Trace route is a command in computer that will work by sending Internet Control Message Protocol package to the select IP address. It will provide information about whether the router used in the transmission are able to effectively transfer the data or not.
Kokomi.
621075548. Trade route.
Sure, okay.
Trade route is checking the route or the path that a message taken from the source to the user devices. Thank you.
Thank you. Tapapat.
Okay, 601075138. It is the trace. It is a command that used to trace the data route and destination.
Okay, Warit.
601075318. Traceroute is the computer command for diagnostic the computer network, such as path route and transit delay across IP address.
Thanapum.
62107508854. Traceroute is a function in computer. It can show you how your computer to some website that pass how many router and show IP number.
Kantana.
581075386. Traceroute is a command that used to run tools used for network diagnostic. Thank you.
Thank you. You turn on the camera, but I'm not really seeing anything. So just double check with that, okay? Patipan. Your microphone, please.
The system is defined for checking the network connection and user can checking from your device.
Narapat.
611075062. The trace route is like provide a map that show a data of the internet that travel from the source to its destinations.
Thank you, Pawan.
Six oh one oh seven five 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 eight. Trace root is a network analysis that checking with the weight of network connection is calculate and display a result of time in each wave that is occurred. That's let we know what server that they passed on and then display with IP number.
Thank you. Is anybody else haven't shown up this morning? All right. Okay. So if all good, give me 1 second. We're gonna start the class and. Okay. As we prepare the warm-up question here, okay, I have just shared the lecture material in case you would like to review for that as well. Material. We're gonna using the network tools here today to investigate and doing quite a few things here in this class. So I believe that you heard that something like ping, DNS, okay, or maybe like the trace route that we just have here before. Okay, but what I would like us to do in this class, okay, is really do it. See the result, explain, and try to make understand what's going on here. Okay, so to understand that, it's give me 1 second. Okay, so today I need to share the whole computer. All right. Okay, welcome to my computer. Okay, so it need to do back in like look like the old days just a little bit. Okay, and I'm gonna call that like a terminal. Okay, I'm using the Mac. Okay, so if you're using Windows, it's gonna be like command prompt. Okay, what I'm gonna do? Okay, we can use many commands that are actually the built-in operating system and checking the network for us. Okay, what's the idea of that? For example, okay, in the Mac, okay, we have the command like ifconfig, okay, like that. But in Windows, it's going to be ipconfig, okay, which I'm gonna showing you later on, okay, in the document. So yep, this is what we have the configuration in my computer, which is actually is not good. Okay, you're supposed not to share the other people like I'm doing right now, but this is for education. I need to run that, okay, for you to see. Okay, a lot of document here is showing, okay, what is config in my network here. Of course, it's not probably going to be like to show the whole things you can see, but many things is quite important for you. For example, if you would like to attack someone, okay, in about that. Okay, so that's a good first thing to start. And next one, probably like ping, okay. If I'm gonna ping something like worldwideweb.google.com, shoot, okay. So they're gonna start to sending the packet, okay, from my computer, okay, and go to the server google.com, okay, and coming back. And what they're showing here is quite pretty good information. Okay, let's see that. Pause that. They show the IP address, which is where the Google server is actually be, okay, and they can continue the checking that I sending and they coming back. Okay, it's all good. You see that I have no lost packet at all. Okay, if lost packet sometimes gonna showing like stars, it means that they cannot retrieve the information. It probably most of the cases like the packet is lost. Okay, or the destination not turn on the service, so like they're not replying back. But for the ping, is quite the normal of network tools that everybody use. Okay, so it's quite important for like to check, is that really the Google still available and they have the service on for now? Yes, and that's why most of the server, actually like 99%, they're going to turn on the ping service for let the other people to check it. Okay, so what we can get the information from this, we got the IP address that actually the Google is, okay, and we're going to have the time that they actually use it. Okay, the time here that is using is a round trip time. Okay, round trip time, what does it mean? It means that they start counting from the packet from my computer. Okay, send it out. Okay, go through the router until reaching the Google server, and Google server send it back, get back through the router, and getting back to me. How much time that they're using for the whole process there. So if we see that, for example, like this one that I highlighted, is 31.639 milliseconds. So it means actually the packet that from my computer to the Google and coming back, okay, this is 31.6 millisecond. So if we actually need the time that they're gonna transmit from my computer to the Google, it need to using the 31.6 millisecond here divided by 2, so roughly it's about 16 milliseconds using, which is pretty good, isn't it? I mean, it's quite quick for that. But you're gonna probably asking, okay, that how do we know that this is actually go to which way? Okay, to that, which we can using the trace. Hang on, trace route or trace route in the Mac. trace route. Okay. worldwideweb.google.com. Shoot. Okay. It's gonna be taking quite some times. Okay, it's gonna be taking longer for the whole process here to checking the trace route or check the route from my computer to the Google server and coming back. Okay, so they're gonna check the whole process here, and if you see carefully, you're gonna see that telling the step, and they need 12 steps from my computer to the Google. Okay, and they're gonna showing, okay, in which router that they are actually passing to. So yeah, actually this is quite exposed my information. Okay, yes, I'm using the Linksys, okay, in my home system. Okay, and they showing of this, okay, and then they get through to the gateway of my computer. Yes, and I'm using the TOT internet right now. You can see that, and from the TOT that they're passing through this router, okay, until reach the destination. And for this trace route, okay, they have about the minimum 31 milliseconds. Okay, the worst case max is 109 milliseconds. Okay, and average is about 37 milliseconds. So that's about good or pretty stat that we have here. And one more tool that we are gonna ask everyone here to try and do it, okay, is NSLookup. Okay, what is it? If we try to recall about the internet knowledge, you go to worldwideweb.google.com. I typing worldwideweb.google.com. This is not what they use in the real internet system. In the real internet system, there is no word, there is no like Google, there is no like Yahoo, there is no like the Facebook.com, there is nothing on that. They just have the IP address, which is represented by the number. Okay, but we never typing any number in that. In most of the case, I say that, okay, but in the real internet, everything is represented by the number. So worldwideweb.google.com, actually they're gonna have its own IP address. Okay, Facebook.com, of course, they're gonna have its own IP address. So how do we know which one is what address? there is a command ns lookup, which is they're checking on the DNS server. Okay, what is a DNS server? It's a server that has been designed specifically to translate from what name like google.com to the address that they're using. We have the DNS server around here everywhere, and you're going to use that every time as well, the ones that you connect the internet. Because example, when you go to any website, it like link to www.google.com, they're not actually sending the data to google.com. They need to sending to the specific address, like some number, in this case, what is 172.217.31.36. But we never remember anything of that. Who gonna remember for us is DNS server. So yep, the NS lookup is actually asking the DNS server, okay, what is the IP address for worldwideweb.google.com? Ta-da. So yep, that is what they're typing. Okay, so they're telling about the information of this. And with this, okay, they are gonna have another command that is who is. Okay, what is who is for? Okay, who is, okay, for example, like we know all this. Okay, shoot. We can check by the name, we can check by the IP address. Okay, sometimes we got address and we would like to check who is that guy, because like if you see, for example, 72.14.220.24, who is that? I don't know. Okay, but in the real world, actually any IP address needs someone who register. For example, that we got IP address from the service provider. For me, myself, I got the IP address from the TOT that it provided to me. Then gonna have my information somehow on the TOT. Okay, so everyone need to have information with that. They can be checking on that. So yep, I can checking that who is 172.217.31.36 here. Okay, and they're showing that checking on this one, and what they're showing, you're gonna see that they register as by the Google. Okay, and they origin on this, all the detail, when they register from 2012. Okay, you can get more information on this. Okay, who register is this company, Google company, where the address is this. Okay, so you can report if something with this, all about the information. Okay, so yep, this is the idea. Okay, why we need to know all this? Because from the beginning, for example, if we would like to know even like our own IP address or our basic configuration in our computer at this time, we're using the command ifconfig in the Mac. Okay, ipconfig in Windows, and then we're using ping, okay, to checking that the destination that we need to using any service of that is that actually server is on. Okay, but sometimes we also checking that is our internet connection or the network is working fine, because if we cannot ping, normally we cannot use any service with that. It's a basic thing, because sometimes you're probably gonna set up the application wrong, but if you have the network itself, we still can ping. So this is a very basic thing that we need to check. Is it really the internet is down, or it's just my computer or just application? To answer of this, we need to get back down to the basic that we can really check, is that really on? Okay, so that's about things. But on top of that, we still got information. Okay, how we're gonna access the time, how they're using the varies of the round trip time, and we can get the time that they're actually sending to. We can check, this is quite the speed, how they can send the packet to that. And this is quite important for that too. Next step that we can do that is about trace route. Okay, so we can see how through all the steps. Of course, less step is better, but there's gonna be another factor as well. In each step, they're showing how much time that they need to consume to work on that, and we're gonna probably see what is the time that spend the most. And on itself, if we would like to check any the name of the server, we can using NS lookup, and if we would like to know specific what is that thingy, who is that guy, and we're using the command who is. So this is the task that I'm gonna let everyone to do in the group. So just stop the breaking, share the screen. Get back to us. So today we have 2 tasks to do. We have 2 workshops to do. The first task is I'm gonna create a breakout room. And I would like everyone in your group try to get to and hands-on on this. And once that you hands-on this, I would like you to explain in your group term. In each group you just have like a presentation after this to explain how this command can help. Of course, you probably need to have adding some more research like Google, to get you understand in your term, But at the end, for example, like if you have, for example, your friends or your cousin come into your homes and I would like to check is internet here is now, is the service is not working, can I do? So you probably need to bring up some command to help, and explain how they do it. Just like to sharing with the friend, sharing with the cousin. I would like to have that version from you, not just the one that we just look down and telling from the Google. I mean, it's nothing wrong to get from the Google, but at the end, I would like your understanding because this is quite a nice utility. And once that you can get really used to this is useful. Of course, we're not going to use it every day, but when we need that, it's going to be something quite happy to work with. So write out the task. Oh, before I write out the task, sorry, I need to share the clip in the Windows side. For example, what you need to do, give me 1 second. Because I don't have the Windows version with me right now, it's not easy to switch as well. All right, let's share screen. Actually, you probably see something else, but of course you need something to start with. So, yep, let me share that. So this is just a short clip. Like how to ping an IP address in Windows 10. Of course, it's not like the whole things, but it's a good where we start with. So just see that together then.
Hello everyone, in this video we are going to see how to ping IP address. First go to start menu and type CMD in search bar. Here select command prompt. Command prompt screen will appear. If you don't know IP address of the system, type IP config and hit enter. And here you can notice the complete detail of your IP address, and in my case the IP address is 192.168.0.4 and my default gateway is 192.168.0.1. Here I'm going to ping my gateway. Let's see how to do. Now I'm going to use command ping and paste parameters. In my case, my parameter is my default gateway. So I'm going to type 192.168.0.1 and hit enter. So you can see the reply is coming from the system, and you can notice there are 4 packets of data sent and receives 4 packets of data. That means there is 0 loss and my gateway is pinging perfectly. That's it. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, share, like, and if you have any questions.
All right. So that's just the idea. Basically, I share both the link that. Oh yeah, I haven't showed the link as well. I'll just show another link of the document. In case that you need something to start with. Hang on. Give me 1 sec. So yeah, this is a link that I shared to you, and this is something that we can start with as well. Okay, so the IP config is probably this is how they look like in the Windows. Okay, and yep, they're gonna explain basically just like what I had done in explain of that. Okay, and with that we're gonna have all through about the command like ping, so they can explain on that again just in case you would like to recall yourselves again. And let's look up trace route. Okay, so I'm gonna create the task in the Microsoft Teams now that the breakout room group, and you're gonna need to try 5 commands in your computer: ifconfig, ping, trace route, and slookup and whois. Okay, then capture all the result. Okay, and prepare to present in simple term. Okay, again, what does it mean? It means just like, for example, your friend is coming in and try to, hey, I wanted to check my service. Okay, what should I do? Okay, so you're going to explain, okay, this is a ping command, or you can do like that. Okay, talk in the simple, not like the formal word from the dictionary or the Google term, something like that. Okay, and you need to show that as well along with your presentation. Okay. With live demo, can I say that? So we sound quite better for that. Okay, share your work here. Okay, sure. Okay, so I create the task. We have 2 tasks for today. Okay, workshop 1. Okay, I'm gonna create a breakout room. You need to do all 5 commands here. ifconfig or ipconfig depends on what you use in the Windows or Mac. Okay, ping, trace route, test root. Okay, and slookup, whois. Okay, then capture all the results from each member. Okay, and then you prepare to present in the simple term with the live demo. Okay, so you need to share your work, for example, like the one you capture all the result, how you prepare that you're going to present, or telling the other people with that. Okay, that you need to submit after that you finish the present here. But now I'm going to create the breakout room. Okay, I'm going to create 4 breakout rooms. Okay, so in each group, once that you get into your group, okay, you need to try, okay, all 5 commands here, okay, in the computer, capture that, sharing your friends, and then you need to collect that in the Microsoft Word or PDF or anything, okay, and then you need to prepare, okay, how you're going to present the order to make he or she understand as much as possible in a simple term. When we come back, okay, in each group, you need to prepare for the live demo. Okay, what you prepare, okay, I'm gonna turn in like room 1, okay, and you're gonna coming up, and then you're gonna be like, okay, suppose like I am your friend, something like, hey, okay, I need some help with the network. What do you suggest? Okay, and you explain, okay, if you're gonna do that, do this, share your screen, try to run, okay, and yep, this is a live demo here. Got it? Would like me to clear or give more in any part of information before I bring you to the breakout room? Oh yeah, I'm gonna give you about 30 minutes. So yeah, that's the idea. But any question for now first?
Teacher, in one group, do we need all to present, or just choose one member to present?
Depends on your group, is okay. As long as at the end of the task you submit to the document to that and you write down your name. If you write down all group of people and everyone's happy, I'm okay with that.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. So no more question. Then get back to your group. Try all 5, capture the result. Okay, prepare the presentation. At about 10:45, coming back, each group prepare to run the live demo. Okay. All right. If all good, I bring you to the breakout room. See you at 10:45 then. Hello, welcome back. All right, waiting for the room to close just a few seconds. All right, okay, should be done. Room number 1. Okay, if you're ready. Thanapum, Kantanat, Thanapat, Uncle Kumi, and Pomprat. Okay, if you're ready. Okay, that's your turn.
Hello, can you hear me, teacher?
Yep, so good.
Okay. We're from group 1. The first command first thing we use, everyone in the group use verify command that you send me, and we try to focus on that result. The first thing IP config. All of us find only one thing is different is IP address, and that anything else is the same. And next, the ping, the first ping is, I think, after we discuss, we sure about that is only the command and the option how to use any feature in that command that will show you in the front. And everyone in the group has the same result. Okay, thus track root. This is a command to like a ping. Everyone have the same result. It's just a only command. And for NS lookup, I not sure about that, but I think it's only IP address of website. I think because everyone in the group didn't same the result in the address at the result. Yes, and the last who is everyone in the group can use is the command for the same reason. For some reason, I don't sure about that, but it's anything. Everybody has error. Yes.
All right, okay, thank you for room. Okay, room 2. Now your turn.
For room number 2, first for the IP config, it is used to check IP address of the device of each of us, if of device of us. And the next one is ping. Ping we put in the website, which is we try facebook.com, and to check the stability of the connection. And the trace RT we also put in the website too, which is facebook.com, to check the possible way to connect to the site. And for the NS lookup, we put in the domain name, also the website, to find the IP address of each of the computer. And for the whois command, the one that use the window cannot use this command, but my friend that have the Apple can use this command. And it is used to when we put in the IP address to find the domain name of the website. Thank you.
Okay, that's pretty quick, you said. All right, okay, room 3.
แป๊บหนึ่งนะคะมันกดแชร์สกรีนไม่ได้
Okay, take your time.
อันนี้คือมันแชร์หรือยังคะ
Yep, got that. So when you're ready.
สักครู่นะคะ อันนี้คือเราจะเอาทั้งหมดเลยหรือเปล่า
Okay, so I have to say first that in command prompt Windows, we can do only IP config, ping, and trace root, and NS lookup. But for GUI, we can only do terminal.
Yep, that's okay.
That's right. What she gonna do is the live demo. Okay, he gonna do the live demo.
For the live demo, we start with IP config. This one is a command that used to see all the how to say the address of the computer that connect to the router or the server. Over here, you can see the IP of my. Don't use it, please. It's privacy. Okay. Next, all the other is that the connection, like the internet adapter, the LAN adapter. I didn't connect it yet. I only use a Wi-Fi. And next is what is it? Ping. So ping is like you want to connect to the server, but you don't know how is it connect or not, or how fast is it. So you can ping like you can ping youtube.com. Yeah, you can see that it reply like the time that it took the whole time going to the server and coming back to us. So now the time is 55 milliseconds. It's not that bad, and I didn't lose any data that packet that sent to. And next is test log. For the test log, for Windows, I need to use test and RT, not full name. And this one will show, we can use YouTube again. This one will show the IP, the first IP that connect. It will be like a router, and then the second IP connect, from the first router connect to the second, and too many more. This one will take time, so we can wait a bit. Oh, no, it's take too long.
It's okay because it's sometimes it's gonna get like information.
Okay, now that the second is not passed, it will connect to the next one. And here it shows the time it took to connect to each router. Okay. And the next one is NS lookup. This will show what the what website you looking up to, like whether it's have a legitimate authorization or not, something like that. For example, if we look for YouTube again, yeah, we can see the server that connect the server that spread the YouTube and the name of the YouTube and their IP address. For me, Whois is not working at all. I don't know why for Windows. Maybe it doesn't have the command.
No,
I think we need to download it.
Yep, exactly.
Okay.
All right, that's pretty good. That's what I quite expect here. Pretty good. Thank you. Make sure that you capture all the work and submit to the task as well. Okay. Okay, thank you. Last room 4.
เห็นหน้าจอนะคะ
Yeah.
Okay ค่ะ Sorry for the mistake, teacher. We thought that each room had to follow the room number, so we just make NS lookup. Okay. In the first, NS lookup is used to check domain and IP address, and we will look at the website domain that we want to know. For the exam, what is the domain of this website, or what is the IP address? And from the picture, okay, the IP address of www.pansit.com, and this is the IP address 4001 ประมาณนี้ค่ะ โอเค พี่มิน
Okay. This next, I will talk about Bing. Bing command data to a specific IP address on a network, and then let you know how long it took to transmit that data and get a response. And next is how to use it. Pings come from a term used in sonar technology that sends out pulse of sound. You issue the ping command along with the specific URL or IP address. Your computer sends several packets of information out to that device. When it gets the response, the ping tool shows you how long each packet took to make the round trip, or tells you there was no reply.
Okay. Yep. All right. Okay. Just make it complete again. Okay, submit it into the Microsoft Team task. Okay. All right. Okay. And now, thank you for everyone for now. At least we got quite hopefully some basic understanding how we use it. But now we're gonna using in more real detail. Okay, and this is gonna be the second task here today, the last task here for today. Okay. Now I'm gonna let you focus, okay, on two command. Okay, the one that I'm gonna ask you to focus is, okay, is ping and trace route. Just only 2 commands here. What I'm gonna ask you to do, okay, is, hang on, let me share the screen. Give me 1 second. Sure. All right, okay. So this is my terminal. Okay, I'm gonna asking you to focus on only 2 commands for now, ping or trace route. Okay, I mean you need to do both. Okay, I would like you to check how, let's say how good, okay, like how the performance of your internet, okay, currently on your particular equipment and your internet that operating that you get supply from the service provider, how good is it? What you need to compare, okay, you first of all, okay, you need to know about roughly what is your IP device, okay, and if you once you know that, I would like you to check a few things. Okay, what you need to check, I would like you to check how is your internet performance, okay, in your home, okay, in Thailand, and of course you can guess the rest, okay, around the world. Okay, so we need 2 categories. Okay, you need to ping, okay, somewhere outside. Okay, for example, like www.google.com. Okay, by the way, you can using command like -t like that. Okay, can I try this? Ping -t 10 www.google.com. It means run ping 10 times. Oops. Type wrong. Type wrong again. Typo. Ping -t 10 www.google.com. Okay, so they're gonna run 10 times for that. And the good things that we can specify like 10 times here. At the end, they're gonna find the min, the max, and the average. So see here. First one is min. Okay, this is max, mean average, sorry, mean average, max, okay, and standard deviation. Okay, so you can see the number with that. Okay, in this case to the Google, okay, I'm gonna run another thing like ping some Thai server. Where should I go then? World Wide Web maybe snook.com. Can I try? Did not open the command. Okay, can I try like www.mthai.com? Okay, so if you see like from the number of Google, they're gonna be like 30 something. Okay, about 33. Is it 35? Sorry, 35 for the average that go to Google, mean 33, max 38. But when I go to mthai.com, which is in the Thailand here, average is 9 seconds. You're gonna see that they reduce a lot of number, mean for 6 seconds, and the worst case is 11 seconds. Okay, can you see that? And what about inside my house? How is that? Okay, T10 1.2168, and you need to check the router for that in your home. Okay. Still not that good when I ping in my own home. I ping to my gateway internet of my home. But even worse than the mthai, it's quite slow responding back. Okay, so roughly the internet in Thailand is pretty good. They're not really adding the delay into that, okay, of the system compared to what they transmit through the router in my home. Okay, but of course go outside to the Google, it's adding quite some time for that. So this is example how we can check on the ping. Okay, now you need to do that for the trace route. Okay, all 3 again in your home in Thailand and to somewhere outside, example like the Google. Okay, Now everyone try to do that. Copy all the result, okay, of this, and then try to analyze that what happened. So what you need your data to analyze, you need to what your device you're using, like computer, tablet, the smartphone. It could be the factor. Second one, what is your network router at home? For my, I'm using the Linksys Wi-Fi 6. Okay, that is the idea. And the third one is operator. Who are you using? AIS, fiber, cellular 3G, 4G, okay, 5G, or using the fiber optics, okay. That is going to be the factor that relate to that, from whom, okay, like using TOT, for example, okay. You need to collect all this information, analyze that, and see how the different from each factor affect to the performance. Is that computer? Is that operator? Is that by what is going to be like your equipment device, your router at home? Which one is affect to this? Okay, so I'm gonna ask you again. I write down the task, so you probably get focused on that. Collect workshop 2. Shoot. Collect all information from your breakout room group. Okay, what you should collect, okay, 1 ping from 3, okay. I type local, it means your house, okay, Thailand, and global. Second one, okay, trace route, okay, again, three things. Third one, okay, your device. Fourth one, router at your home, should be like brand or series or something. Fifth one, okay, your internet service provider. Okay, and package. Okay. Then once that you collect all information from your member, then analyze the result and present it. Okay. Okay, so yep, this is going to be the task here today. Shoot, post it. Okay, the last part here for the workshop. Okay, so I'm gonna get you back to the breakout room, and each people you need to collect all here. Ping, trace route, your device, router at home, your internet service provider, and package. Okay, so yes, you need to capture the data. You need to picture all device that you're using. Okay, and collect all information. And each group, okay, depends on like 4 or 5 people, the member on your group. Okay, you need to collect it all. Okay, and you need to share the result to your group. Discuss that. So what is the performance? I really cannot predict. Okay, it's quite interesting. I quite waiting because it's a service provider. It's gonna be affect more, or your device is gonna be affect more, or your router at home affect more. Okay, I would like to say that. Okay, so any question here before that? I'm gonna bring you back to your breakout room again. Okay, if no question, okay, I'm gonna bring out you to breakout room, try to answer on this question. And again, about the same time, 11:45 gonna coming back, and each group, please present that. I'm really looking forward to see the result. Okay, so yep, see you at 11:45. Make sure that you prepare and present as well.
อาจารย์คะ เมื่อกี้หนูเด้งอะค่ะ ส่งหนูเข้า room 4 ได้ไหมคะ ขอโทษค่ะ
Okay, should be going. Okay, wait for the room to close. Okay, yep, all done. Room number 1, your turn. What you found? Dun, 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 dun.
อาจารย์ครับเรียนด่าน the word dead can skip first.
I've just shared the result that you have right now, and so far, if you're not really fully complete, it's okay, but just would like to see what you have in your hands right now.
โอเคครับ
Okay, go when you're ready.
Okay, first we test the ping. We use 3 websites. The first is Thai Airways, and the second is MThai, and the third is Google for the local, global, and worldwide. First, this is one of our member to test the ping, and you will see the ping is very small, but we can use only for test, because when we use /t and 10 and website, the program run and never stop that. We must to close and run it again. Then we use only for times to test the page, the website, and you will see the MThai. Some of my member, the MThai is timing out, because I don't know why, but I can run it, but another people can. You will see the request timeout again, but mine I can use the MThai test, and we got.
So sorry to interrupt, but what's your internet provider that you're using, and your friend, is it the same or different?
Maybe yes. I don't talk about that already.
Yet,
but
okay.
I use
All right,
True,
okay.
and it can. Yes,
Okay.
I use True router and internet, through internet, and use notebook and connect the Wi-Fi. Yes, next trace number 2 tracer. You can see this is a result of mine too. First thing I use in Thai Airways website, and we run around 13 time, and the test completed. And next thing is MThai around 16 time, and the last one, like Google around 9 to 10 times. But I open. Oh yeah, it's the Google more time, 16 time, like a MThai. This test we think about, you can see it in the some test. We have error at Thai Airways and MThai is error, but in Google it's not error anytime. Then we conclusion is global and our local internet maybe don't have a stable connection, but in the Google, in the worldwide company and the worldwide website, everyone in the world use it, and it's the stable to test this. Okay.
All right, okay. That's
Thank
quite
you.
good, but again, just like asking, you probably need to find out just a little bit more in detail. That's going to be all done. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. That's great from group number
Thank
1.
you.
Group number 2.
From group number 2, we use local. We use our IP address, and for Thailand, we use lectu.ca. Sorry, .ac.th, and for the global we use google.com. I have additional information to tell you. For the MacBook, we use T-10 for ping, but for the Windows we use N-10. This is additional information. Okay. This is our friend's router and the result. Then we will go to the conclusion. The summary.
So yep. Okay, keep going. Sorry.
The summary. Being local seem to be fastest connection, follow with Thailand and global accordingly. From our point of view, ping value increase due to the distance between hosts and the connected device. Trace RT depend on website and device OS, which both of Windows and Mac OS have very similar results. Depend on the website, local and device OS. Each location and device will provide different results.
All right. Okay. I just would like you probably just find some key points if that possible. Like if you can find something like operator is that really effect in which point, and that which one is better in which one in this case. Okay, in this experiment, can we say that? Like just dig down just a little bit more than just the top view. I mean, it's good so far, but I would like you to go in a bit detail of that. I think we probably see some pattern, and if you can get that, that's gonna be so good. Okay, just add a little bit more.
In fact, teacher, most of our friend in our group use two Wi-Fi. Only one use AIS.
Yeah, and can you see the difference from that?
The results seem to be the same.
All of that? I mean, like local. I mean, in Thailand and overseas.
Yes, the results seem to be the same.
Okay. All right. Okay.
After we talk together, so because of this, so it's going to be the conclusion as I told before.
All right. Okay. So that's good in that case. All right. Thank you. So submit your. Thank you. So room 3.
Okay. I am going to talk about the ping first for about 3. One first local, Thailand, global. For the local, it means it's connected to our own local routers at home. And we will show for the difference between 2 laptops. The first one is the Lenovo and the second one is Acer. We can see that in the first one for local, for the laptop Lenovo, the minimum is 0 meg per second and the maximum is 1 meg per second, and the average is 0 meg per second. And the next one, the second one is for the Acer laptop. We can see that the minimum is 2 minutes per second and the maximum is 29 minutes per second, and the average is 8 minutes per second. And next one is for the connect into the Thailand website. For the first one, for the Lenovo laptop, we can see that the minimum is 24 minutes per second and maximum is 33 minutes per second, and the average is 26 minutes per second. And this is the second laptop for Acer. We can see that the minimum is 73 minutes per second and maximum is 79 minutes per second, and the overall average is 43 minutes per second. And for the global is connect to the global website. The first one you can see that the minimum is 26 minutes per second and the maximum is 40 minutes per second, and the average overall is 78 minutes per second. And for the second laptop, for the Acer, the minimum is 232 minutes per second and the maximum is 837 minutes per second, and the average is 447 per minute per second.
And next is test route. We will test route all the local router, the Thailand website and global website. Thailand website we will use Pantip website, and global website we will use Taobao. For the local, we can see here that we only need one router, which is our router. This my IP and this is another member IP. We compare it, which for me it took less than 1 millisecond, and then for another person it took average around 10 milliseconds. So next is when we connect to the Pantip.com using test route, we can see for the first one, it took 11 gate to 11 router to connect to the Pantip.com, and then for the second one, it took up to 16 router, which if we count in the request timeout too, we can see that the second one took much longer. This might depend on the service, which the first one used AIS and the second one used Tube. So next one is the global. For the global, we connect to the world.taobao.com, and as you can see here, the first one with AIS. Oh, sorry. The first one with AIS, we use 10 router, which use the AIS, this one. And the second one connect only to 6, maybe because the two have the more direct router that connect to the world.taobao, but for AIS, maybe it need more to connect the world.taobao. And this is the laptop that we use. The first one we use laptop Lenovo. The second one we use laptop Acer. And for the internet, both of us use SIM router. The first one use TP-Link MR200 and the second one use TP-Link MR100. The first one have a AIS download speed of 8 meg per second, and the second one use 2 download speed of 10 meg per second. That is all. Thank you.
Okay. Just when you submit, can you just summarize at the end? Okay, what is the key point again? Okay, before you submit it. Thank you. Okay. Last group. Okay, go when you're ready. Is it someone talking? I cannot hear anything.
สักครู่นะคะอาจารย์
พี่ปฏิพันธ์ครับอธิบายอีกที
ที่พูดเดี๋ยวนะ
Can we start now?
เอาเลยเดี๋ยวจิโจ้ช่วยหน่อยดิ
Okay, you let's start now. I think the other group is waiting for the last group to finish it.
Okay, this is our data. This is our ping that we take. We use internet connection. This is a result of our ping.
The device
Yes. So where are we now? This data from Traced and from our local by router and Thailand Thai website with pantip.com. Yes, and next is the global via YouTube. And we're using ASUS router to collecting the data, and our packet is through Wi-Fi. Right. Thank you.
I still haven't got what is the result, what is the conclusion, what is your analysis. Okay, so only room 4. Can you just please discuss your groups again? Okay, rewrite it, and then you need to record the clip. Okay, post it into YouTube, and paste the link of that YouTube into this task again. Okay, because we are quite expecting more. Okay, if you see like room 1, 2, 3, you're gonna see how we exchange the data. All right. Okay. Thank you for that. Make sure that you submit that for room number 4. For the other group, just submit your document All right, okay. If you see here today, the class we gonna get you explore, and again at the end of this class, I quite expect that you gonna get used to in about these tools, okay? And it's quite important for you probably need to try on your own again because the different of the time you're probably going to see the different of the results. For example, when you try this at home during night time, sometimes you're going to showing quite a better result when no one else sharing your internet, something like that. Okay, so yep, so this is going to be this task for today, and hopefully that you're going to try to use that. Next week, we're going to continue a little bit more on this. And again, don't forget your assignment need to keep going on, okay? I'm not really asking you to share the progress, but I quite expect that you're going to get something next week because the following week, you need to make it done, okay? This is quite important. All right, okay. So, yep, that's going to be all for today. Any other question here or any concern about any things? Okay, if not, okay, thank you for today. See you next week then. Bye.